When you open your eyes in the morning, before the weight of the world finds its way into your mind, there is a single, fragile moment where you are untouched by the noise. That first breath, that first thought, is the seed from which your entire day will grow. Most people allow this moment to pass without awareness. They wake up and immediately reach for their phone, letting other people's words, images, and demands rush into their mind like a storm. But if you understand the power of this first moment, you will guard it like a treasure. Your mind, in those first minutes after waking, is like soft, crazily shaped, easily influenced. If the first thing you plant in it is a thought of strength, gratitude, or clarity, the rest of your day will reflect that. If the first thing you plant is fear, irritation, or distraction, your day will follow the same path. Consider this. Every day is a story that you are writing. The first thought is the opening sentence. If that sentence is strong and purposeful, the rest of the story is more likely to follow with direction. This is why the ancient masters spoke about the importance of morning rituals, not for tradition's sake, but because they understood the mind state upon waking is pure and open, ready to be guided. If you rise with the words today, I will move with strength, you are setting a compass for your mind. Throughout the day, no matter how chaotic things become, your mind will return to that direction. But if you wake up with the unspoken thought, I am tired, I don't want to face this, your compass will point toward avoidance, and every challenge will feel heavier. You cannot control every event that will happen in your day, but you can control how you enter it. Imagine a warrior stepping into battle. Before he lifts his weapon, before he even takes the first step forward, he centers himself with a thought that gives him clarity and courage. In the same way, your first thought in the morning is the unseen armor you put on. It is the invisible shield that protects you from the small frustrations and the unexpected storms. The beauty of this practice is that it requires nothing but awareness. You don't need hours of meditation or complicated rituals, just a decision to claim the first moments of your day for yourself. The moment your eyes open, before you move, before you speak, before you touch your phone, breathe deeply and plant a single, deliberate thought. It could be I have the strength to face whatever comes, or today, I will act with calm and focus. What matters is not the exact words, but the intention behind them. Over time, this will become automatic, and you will notice how much more balanced, unshaken, and prepared you feel. No matter what the day brings, is not something you are born with, like the color of your eyes or the shape of your sapasture. Your hands, it is not a gift handed to a lucky few while the rest are left to live in weakness. Inner strength is a choice, a decision you make every single day, sometimes every single hour. It is the quiet decision to stand when it would be easier to bend, to take one more step when your body and mind tell you to stop, to hold on to your values when the world offers you tempting shortcuts. The truth is, you are shaping your strength. In the small moments when no one is watching, when you wake up before the sun to keep a promise to yourself, you are building it. When you refuse to let your emotions control your actions, you are sharpening it. Strength is forged in the same way. A blade is made through heat, pressure, and repeated strikes. No one wakes up with unshakable discipline. It is earned through facing challenges instead of running from them. Every morning, you have a choice. Will you take the path of least resistance? Or will you take the path that demands effort but rewards you with growth? One feels comfortable now but leads to regret later. The other may feel uncomfortable now, but it leads to a deeper loss in confidence. Many people believe that inner strength appears only in moments of great crisis, but it is the opposite. Strength is trained in the ordinary days so that in extraordinary moments it rises without hesitation. The way you respond to small daily difficulties, the slow traffic, the missed opportunity, the careless word from someone you care about, these are the weights that strengthen your mental muscles. And just as with physical training, the more consistently you lift, the stronger you become. Skip too many days, and the strength begins to fade. The choice to be strong is not dramatic. It doesn't need a stage, an audience, or applause. It is in the decision to speak with kindness when you feel anger. It is in the decision to do your work well when no one is checking. It is in the decision to keep your commitments to yourself, even when no one would know if you broke them. Each time you choose this path, your inner foundation becomes more solid. When you understand this, you stop waiting for strength to come from outside of you. You stop looking for it in other people, in achievements, or in perfect conditions. You realize that it is yours to create, right here, right now, simply by choosing it. Every morning, as you rise, ask yourself, what choice will I make today to be stronger than I was yesterday? If you commit to answering that question with action, day after day, you will find that strength has become not something you hope for, but something you live. Your body will follow the orders your mind gives it, whether those orders are clear and powerful or weak and uncertain. The mind is the commander. The body the soldier. It will execute whatever instructions it receives. If the mind is scattered, unsure, or ruled by fear, the body will hesitate and your actions will lack strength. But if the mind is steady, decisive, and focused, the body will move with purpose, no matter how difficult the task. This is why training the mind must come before training the body. Without mental clarity, even the strongest body will fall short. Think of a leader on a battlefield. The soldiers might be brave and capable, but without clear commands, they stand still, unsure of what to do. Chaos takes over, and the battle is lost before it begins. In your life, that battlefield is every day you wake up, and the soldiers are your actions, your habits, your energy. They need orders. They need a mission, and it is your mind that must provide it. In the quiet of the morning, before the noise of the world arrives, you have a rare chance to give those orders. When you speak a mantra to yourself, you are not merely repeating words, you are sending a directive from the commander to the soldier. You are telling your body how to move, where to focus, and what kind of energy to carry into the day. This is why people who begin their mornings with intention seem calmer and more centered. Their soldiers have been briefed. The mission is clear. But if you start the day without giving these mental orders, your soldiers will receive commands from other places, the demands of other people, the distractions of technology, the moods and emotions that come without warning. Without realizing it, you will fight battles you never chose. And by the end of the day, you'll feel drained without knowing why. Training your mind as the commander does not require hours of effort. It requires presence and discipline. It means pausing each morning to set a clear tone. Today, I will stay calm in the face of difficulty, or today, I will act with strength, not reaction. These are not empty phrases, they are battle orders. And once the order is given, the soldier will follow. Even when challenges come, even when fatigue sets in, the body remembers the command and keeps moving forward. When mind and body work in harmony, life feels different. You stop wasting energy on hesitation. You stop second-guessing every step. Instead, you move with the quiet confidence of someone who knows their mission. And it all begins with the commander taking responsibility for the orders given at the start of the day. Willpower is not built in a single grand moment of decision. It is built in the quiet, almost invisible choices you make every day. A small ritual, repeated with discipline, becomes the seed of unshakable strength. It is not the size of the act that matters, it is the consistency. The commitment to showing up for yourself again and again, no matter how small the step may seem. Most people believe that willpower fails because they are weak. In truth, willpower fails because it has never been trained. Just like a muscle, if it is not exercised, it remains fragile. Small rituals are the training ground. They might be as simple as drinking a glass of water upon waking, making your bed with care, taking 5 slow breaths before speaking in a difficult moment, or speaking your morning mantra before the day begins. None of these acts are difficult by themselves, but when they are repeated every day, they form a chain. Each link strengthens the next, and soon you have a chain that cannot be broken. This is the quiet power of ritual. The mind loves repetition. It finds security in patterns, in knowing what comes next. When you give yourself a morning ritual, you are giving your mind a stable foundation to stand on before the chaos of the cute day arrives. You begin each morning with a signal to yourself. I am in control. I am prepared. I am ready. This signal is more than symbolic. It influences your posture, your breathing, your mental state. Over time, it becomes automatic. You don't need to force willpower into action because your rituals have already placed you in a state of readiness. This is why people who commit to small daily disciplines often appear so calm under pressure. Their strength is not an accident. It is the result of years of honoring small promises to themselves. When challenges appear, they already know how to hold the line because they have practiced in the smallest of ways hundreds of times. The beauty of small rituals is that they cannot be taken from you. No matter where you are, at home, in a hotel room, in a place where everything is unfamiliar, you can still perform them. They are portable, unshakable anchors for your mind. When life feels uncertain, your rituals remain the same. And when life feels overwhelming, they give you a reason to pause, breathe, and return to yourself. Every morning, you have a choice to begin in randomness or to begin in intention. If you choose the second path and guard your rituals, you will find that willpower is no longer something you need to search for. It is simply who you have become. Your strength will not rely on motivation or perfect conditions. It will be rooted in something much deeper, the quiet certainty that you can keep your word to yourself. No matter how small the promise, true strength does not need to announce itself. It does not need loud words, dramatic displays, or constant proof to others. Real strength moves quietly, like a deep river flowing beneath the surface, calm on the outside, yet carrying unstoppable power within. The most unshakable people are often the ones who speak the least about their strength because they know it is not measured by what others see. It is measured by what they can endure, by how steady they remain when life tries to push them off. Balance in the modern world, noise is everywhere. People mistake volume for confidence and aggression for power. But volume can be a mask for insecurity, and aggression can be a cover for fear. Quiet strength is different. It comes from a place of knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what you can withstand. When you carry this kind of strength, you do not need to rush into every fight. You do not need to prove yourself in every argument. You choose your actions carefully, and your presence alone speaks for you. Morning mantras are one way to build this quiet strength. When you repeat to yourself each morning, I am unshakable, or nothing outside me can disturb my inner calm, you are programming your mind to respond with stability, no matter the situation. Over time, this becomes your natural state. The storms of life may surround you, but you remain the still center that cannot be moved. This kind of strength is not about resisting everything. It is about flowing around to what cannot be changed and conserving your energy for what truly matters. Think of a tree with deep roots. The wind can bend its branches, but it cannot uproot it. The deeper the roots, the calmer the tree stands in the storm. Your inner strength is the same. The deeper you anchor it through daily practice, the less the world can shake you. The beauty of quiet strength is that it often goes unnoticed until it is tested. People may not see it in your everyday actions, but when a challenge arrives, when others panic, when the path ahead is uncertain, that is when it reveals itself. It is the calm voice in the room when others are shouting. It is the steady hand that keeps moving forward while others hesitate. And it is the unwavering focus that carries you through to the other side of difficulty. When you build this strength, you stop wasting energy on proving yourself, and you begin living with a deep, quiet confidence that no one can take from you. You do not need to show the world how strong you are. The world will see it when it matters most. And in the quiet moments when it is just you and your thoughts, you will feel it within you, steady and unshaken. Always present, each day that you live is a form of training. From the moment you open your eyes to the moment you rest your head. At night, life is presenting you with opportunities to sharpen your mind, strengthen your body, and deepen your spirit. The world does not wait for a special occasion to test you. It does it quietly in ordinary moments, often when you least expect it. If you see each day as a training ground, you begin to treat challenges not as punishments, but as the weights that build your strength. When you train for anything, whether it is running, lifting, or learning a skill, understand that progress is built on repetition. The same is true for the mind. The frustrations, delays, and unexpected changes that appear during your day are repetitions for your patience, focus, and resilience. Every time you choose to respond with control instead of reaction, you are strengthening those mental muscles. Every time you hold your ground in the face of doubt, you are adding weight to the bar and lifting it with discipline. This perspective changes everything. A long line at the store becomes training for your ability to remain calm. A difficult conversation becomes training for your courage to speak with honesty. A moment of failure becomes training for your capacity to rise again without bitterness. When you view life in this way, nothing is wasted. Even discomfort becomes valuable because it is shaping you into someone stronger than you were. Yesterday, morning mantras are your preparation before stepping onto this training ground. They remind you of the standard you are committed to keeping. If you begin the day telling yourself, "I am focused," then each moment that tries to break your focus becomes an exercise to reinforce it. If you start the morning saying, "I remain calm under pressure," then every pressure you face becomes an opportunity to prove and strengthen that calm. The truth is, you cannot control the events of the day, but you can control how you train through them. A warrior does not complain about the weight of the sword. He trains with it until it feels like an extension of his arm. In the same way, you must train with the challenges life places in your path until they no longer feel like obstacles, but tools that have prepared you for greater battles ahead. If you approach each day with this mindset, you will not waste energy wishing for things to be easier. You will instead look for ways to become stronger. And when you train daily, consistently, without excuse, your inner strength will not be something you call upon only in rare moments. It will be who you are, at all times, in all situations. Every sunrise becomes the start of another day of training, and every sunset is the mark of another victory, no matter how small. In the lifelong art of self-mastery, strength is not something waiting for you in the future. It is something you build piece by piece each day you wake. The morning is your most powerful ally because it is the one moment you can shape before the world begins to shape you. Every mantra you speak is a seed you plant. Every choice you make is a brick in the foundation of your strength. And every small ritual you honor is another link in the chain of your willpower. These mantras are not just words. They are commitments, reminders, and silent commands to the deepest part of yourself. When you choose to live this way, you stop drifting through your days. You stop reacting to whatever comes, and you begin moving with intention. You realize that strength is not only for great battles, it is for the quiet moments when you choose patience instead of anger, focus instead of distraction, and courage instead of hesitation. And the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. If you carry these 9 mantras into your mornings, you will feel the change in how you stand, how you speak, how you face both success and hardship. Over time, people will see it in you to not because you tell them, but because it will be present in everything you do. So tomorrow morning, when you open your eyes, remember, the first thought is yours to choose. Choose one that strengthens. You choose one that sets the tone for the day you want to live, and then live it fully, with the calm, quiet, unshakable power that has been within you all along. The world does not need more noise, needs more people whose strength speaks. Without a word,